Hello everybody, thank you for purchasing a Pimp My Grill upgrade for your barbecue. Now in this video, we're gonna go through the Pimp My Grill rack system, the tactical stainless front shelf, and the new Pimp My Grill grease tray, specifically for the Traeger Timberline 1300 and the Timberline 850 models. So stay tuned, we'll show you how to put those in. Some latex gloves are recommended, but not required. It's just gonna help you keep your hands clean. Gets kind of dirty in these pits. So the first thing we're gonna do is remove your stock grates. Go ahead and lift those out, set them aside. Now go ahead and remove that stock grease tray. Set that aside as well. Okay, over here on the left side, you'll see the enclosure for your grease chute. That is just in a couple slots and simply lifts right out. Now it's time to remove your side panels here, and those are simply held in with a series of 1/4-inch screws. If you have a nut driver, great, socket wrench works. Worst case, you can use a flathead screwdriver. I always like to leave the top one for last. That kind of keeps the whole plate centered. And be sure to set these aside because we're gonna use them later. Okay, once you have all those screws out, that plate's just simply gonna lift out. There you have it. Okay, now you're gonna repeat the process on this side. However, this is the side that houses your thermal sensor here. So once we get those screws out, I'll show you how to tackle that. To release your thermal sensor here, also known as your RTD sensor, you're just gonna pinch the back here and push it forward. There you have it. And then once it's out, it releases the thermal sensor wire. Save the clip. Go ahead and remove that bracket the rest of the way. Okay, so now we're ready to install your heavy duty Pimp My Grill side panels. So you'll know the one for the right because it's got that same thermal sensor cutout right there. We're gonna go ahead and slide that in. And then once you have it almost in place, you're gonna go ahead and fish that wire back through the opening. Okay, then you're gonna fish the sensor wire back through the clip. Okay, you're gonna have it protruding about a 1/4 inch, and go ahead and squeeze the clip, fish it back through the Pimp My Grill bracket. You'll feel it snap right into place. Okay, here's a trick I wanna show you to get these brackets up where they need to go and to line the holes up so you can get those screws started. I like to take the palm of my hand and rest it right here on the grill, and then with my fingers, I'm grabbing the tracks. And here's probably the best advice I can give you for this is have plenty of light shining inside this grill so you can see that first hole. Once you have the first hole in, the others will just kind of fall into place. So I'm squeezing with my fingers, I'm lifting up into place, and I'm gonna get that first hole lined up right at the top. And there you have it, you can relax. And then for the remaining holes, it's just as simple is lining them up and getting them started. Now you'll notice with the right side on this grill, you're gonna end up with one extra screw. And that's because one of those screws intersected with our track here. And so we just left it out, but there's plenty of screws holding this plate in, plenty of strength. Okay, same idea on the left side. Make sure to slide that side bracket behind your grease chute. And same idea, just rest your palm on the grill, piece of cake. So these are your left and right hand grease tray support brackets. I'm gonna show you how these go in. First of all, you can identify them with the L and the R. So you'll see the little tabs here that'll go into your rack system brackets. And then you're gonna slide them down. They're snapped into place. Same thing on the other side. Perfect. All right, now that we have our Pimp My Grill side panels in place, it's time to reattach your grease chute cover here. And that's just gonna slip right back into the same slots to cover your grease chute. All right, now it's time to install either the Pimp My Grill upgraded grease tray or to reinstall your stock grease tray. It's as simple as just resting it right back in the smoker on top of those left and right hand brackets, like so. Moving on, it's time to install the Pimp My Grill racks. So those have the tabs sticking out. Those go towards the rear of the smoker, and you'll see that those simply just drop right into your Pimp My Grill tracks from the back. They drop in, slide out, they hit stops, slide it back in, you're good to go. Now the larger racks go in the bottom and the middle locations, and then your top has a slightly smaller depth, and that is because of the radius of the barrel here. Okay, and there you have it. You've installed your Pimp My Grill slide out rack system. Okay, so now let's talk about how to season these. Use your favorite household spray cooking oil. Spray cans work great because they coat everything so nice and evenly. But go ahead and coat the side brackets, the racks in place, and then run that grill at 350 degrees for about an hour. Then after that, honestly, the best thing you can do is use your grill as much as possible over the next month or so, and you'll notice that these racks start to turn completely black. That is the protective seasoning you want. That is the buttery, smooth sliding ability you're gonna get. And then to clean them, the most you're gonna do, just brush them with your favorite grill brush. If it's got a scraper side, you can scrape and brush. That's gonna preserve the protective seasoning, and it's gonna take whatever gets on there right off. Now we're gonna move on to installing your Pimp My Grill tactical stainless folding front shelf to your Traeger Timberline 1300 or your Timberline 850. First thing we're gonna do here is we're going to remove the 6 Phillips headed screws that are holding your stock front shelf on. Okay, go ahead and set that aside, save your bolts. Go ahead and locate your right hand bracket. You'll be able to identify it because it's got this great little shelf here, along with a series of tool hooks. Go ahead and line that up with the stock Timberline front shelf bolt holes. Just get a few started. Go ahead and go back and tighten those. Okay, now we're gonna move over to the left side here. Okay, your left hand bracket's gonna look like this. Remember that slotted opening always faces up. Okay, so now that we have our brackets attached, it's time to fix your actual shelf to those brackets, okay? Now there's something I want you to do first, and that is prep your collar bolts so that your shelf can rest simply on top of those notches on top of your brackets, right? So let me show you what we've done here. This is actually the top collar bolt, right? So if you have your shelf right side up, those are the 2 on top, okay? And then on the inside of the shelf, we've attached our nut plate, our support plate here, and one of our nylock nuts. And we've left it just loose enough so we can kind of line that hole up when we need to, okay? So go ahead and flip that over, and you'll notice when you set those collar bolts right in those notches that your shelf sits there on its own, okay? So what that's gonna do is that's gonna give us the freedom to come over here and install the lower 2 collar bolts. For this part, we're just simply going to raise that shelf until we see the hole. We're gonna move our nut plate so it lines up, and we're gonna fish that collar bolt right through. Then we're gonna use our nylock nut on the inside and get it started there. So we're gonna use our 7/16 wrench on the inside to hold that nut in place, and then our Phillips screwdriver to tighten. And then since we're here, we're gonna go ahead and snug up the top one as well. Now moving over to the other side, we're gonna repeat that process. Make sure to line the bolts up with the nut plate. There you have it. Check the folding operation. You should be able to easily do it with one hand. There you have it. All right, now let's move on to some of those accessories. So let's get that towel bar attached. So whether it be a butcher paper roll, foil roll, or paper towels, you're gonna go ahead and thread one end of the towel bar through, feed it through one side, then feed it through the other. There you have it. And then that simply hooks right here on the front. Perfect. Okay, moving on to your beer and storage holder. So you'll notice a thin piece of steel here with a gap in between it. That's just gonna slide up and hug the edge of your shelf. And then your provided hardware here screws in from under the shelf facing outward. Now, if you wish, you can put another beer storage holder on the adjacent side, but for this demonstration, we're gonna show you how to put the tool holder on. And that's just gonna go right up underneath. Thread the Phillips headed screws here, okay? All right, there you have it. The tactical stainless folding front shelf, the Pimp My Grill 3-rack slide out system, and the Pimp My Grill grease tray, all for your Timberline 1300 or 850. Now, if you like these products and you wanna see if we make these for your grill, visit pimpmygrill.com, search by your make and model, and browse all the amazing products that we make for your grill. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.